Hey guys, welcome back to day 2 of my 12 Days of Christmas series. The goal for today is to create a classic makeup look. And when I think of classic holiday makeup, I think of glitter on the lids, wing liner, and a red lip. So that's what we are going to be doing today. So first I'm going to moisturize my face and get this out the way, and then we can move on. I told you guys prior in a different video that using the tape really helps me create my wing with the liner. So that's the only reason why I'm putting tape down today, or else I would have started with my foundation first, but we're gonna work on the eyes first. So the palette, well, one of the palettes that I'm gonna use is obviously the Jaclyn Hill palette. I feel like it has so many different shades in here that it is perfect to use to create this classic look. So I'm just gonna be using a few shades out of here, probably these in this area, but whatever shades I do end up using, I will make sure I put them in the description or somewhere on the screen. That way you guys know the shades that I used for my eyeshadow. Because the shades are on the back of the palette, it's kind of hard to like go back and forth to tell you guys in the moment what shades I'm using. So I think it'll be easier if I just put it in the description and possibly on the screen. So I'm priming my lids with a little bit of the NARS concealer. And like I've said before, I am just obsessed with using this concealer as a base for my eyeshadow. I feel like it just works so well, and it's definitely my go-to to use as base versus using an actual eyeshadow base or any other concealer. I don't know, I guess it's just like the formula of this concealer. It just makes it perfect. It kind of reminds me of like the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, I believe that's what it's called, that people typically use on their eyelids, or used to use back in the day, because I don't know what it is today that people use the most. If you ask me, I would say concealer, but I could be wrong. Just gonna put this into my crease. Felt like I need to zoom you guys in just a little bit. So I'm just adding still that same light brown shade in my crease. This next shade is just like super pigmented, but I'm putting it in my crease and working it on my outer corner as well. And then I want to grab a different brush, which is more like of a tapered flat brush. And I'm going to dip into the darker burgundy looking shade in the palette and just put that on my outer corner. Just softly. So now I'm going to grab my glitter and I'm going to go into the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to grab Primavera, which is like a light gold right here. And then I might take a different gold from the Morphe palette if I don't like the way that this one looks by itself. So first I'm going to go in with the flat brush. No added product onto the brush, so I'm not spraying it with Max Fix Plus spray or anything like that. And I'm going to tap this on my lid and spread it out. The shadow is pretty pigmented without doing anything extra. And then I'm gonna go back into the red, or grab the brush that we used for that red shade, and just kind of shade out the edges so that way they kind of blend seamlessly almost. You know what? I'm gonna try wetting my brush. So I am gonna spray a little bit of Max Fix Plus spray, and then go right back into Primavera and see if it gives me more of a glitter or shiny effect. Actually, it does make it look a little bolder. Not by much though. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in just a little bit more with the red shade to blend all of this out on the edges, and then I'll do my wing liner. I'll do my wing liner off camera, that way I can focus on it, and then I'll come back to finish the rest of the face. So the lashes are on. I did my wing liner. It's not as long as I anticipating on doing it, but I'm actually happy that I didn't do it too big. Nonetheless, it looks good to me. So we're just gonna keep on rolling. And just in case you wanted to know, I used the Tarte lashes in the style Goddess, which are one of my favorite lashes, if not my actual favorite. So moving on to foundation, I'm going to use Born This Way in Caramel, and I'm going to apply that to my face because in the beginning I already primed my face and everything, so I can just go straight in with my foundation now. I don't know why I just put one pump on my hand like that was going to do it, but I feel like if I do one pump at a time, then I won't waste product, because I hate wasting product. I feel like Caramel is like almost the perfect shade for me, but I feel like this foundation oxidizes just a little bit, so then it tends to look slightly too dark. But with my concealer and everything, it goes well together. For concealer, we're going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape, which is definitely no stranger to my channel. And I'm going to put that underneath my eyes. On my nose. And I really need to buy a new cream contour, because I have not been cream contouring in a while. I like using the straight side of the Morphe sponge to get under here, because especially because of the wing. So it allows me to put the concealer down without messing that up. So first I'll go in with the pointy side, and then I'll switch over to this side. Just drag it across like that, so that way I'm not messing up my wing liner. Powder today, I'm going to be using the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. And of course I'm just going to use my sponge to apply it. So I'm going to press some of it in with this sponge as much as I can. And then I'll go in with this brush right here to just sweep off the excess product. And then to bronze, I'm going to use the Aaliyah MAC bronzer in Baby Girl. And I'm going to bronze my face. We're not we are not contouring today, so. And I feel like I pretty much bronze and contour kind of in the same method, you know. For my nose contour, I'm just going to use the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. And just drag that with the brush it came with on the sides of my nose. Across it. Like that. It's not like the perfect contour, but. And on top of that, this is a bronzer. But I just love using this for my nose. And then for blush, I'm going to take the Milani blush. And I'm going to grab the darkest shade up here. And just put a little bit of that on my cheeks. Actually, the darkest shade is the middle shade. So that's the one I'm going to grab. And pop that onto my cheeks. And of course my nose. Be done with that highlighter. Today I'm going to double it. I'm going to use the Cover FX glitter drops, and I'm going to use very little on the sides of my cheek. Lip. Under the eye a little bit. Then I'm going to first take my ring finger and blend that in. And then I'll go in with my beauty blender to just really sink that into the skin. This stuff is very glowy. And to go directly on top of that, if I can find it, I'm going to use Becca's Opal highlight. And I'm going to put that on top. And then I'm going to set my face with the Max Fix Plus Spray. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And definitely make sure you give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I can't keep up with the days on what day it is for my 12 days of Christmas. But, so I thought I was done, but I'm not. So for my lips, I'm going to line it with this Revlon Color Stay in Wine. It's like a dark burgundy kind of color. And then for the lipstick, I'm going to put on the ColourPop red lipstick on display.